Yeah, it's a water weird. I don't know. I don't know why they don't call it a water snake. It's a water weird. Hello, Dungeon fans. I'm the Lich, and this is the Liching Hour. Before you do whatever it is you do when you get here, in Dungeon News. It's Puddin' Week 2018. That's right, black puddings, brown puddings, green puddings, caramel puddings. I'm kidding. I'd be dead if there was a caramel pudding wandering around this dungeon. Pudding Week means, that's right, Puddin' Parade. Tomorrow from 1 to 5 will be the yearly Puddin' Parade, folks. Bring the kiddies. But again, don't be a silly orc and try to eat a pudding. Don't be a Gus. R.I.P. Gus. This year we're going to have over 100 puddings. Puddings from all over the world and all over the Underdark. And we're going to break that record. That one from that dungeon we don't name? Yeah. And we do set the record, it's going to be because of you guys. Helping make the pudding vats, the pudding feeding cubbies, the pudding rec room. You're why I get up in the morning, monsters. Yeah, I know I don't sleep. It's a figure of speech. Okay, let's have a great pudding week. Enjoy your stay. Viva la Dungeon.
Dude, I love Pudding Week. Hi, welcome to the dungeon. It is Friday night at the Liching Hour. I'm Kevin from Level 9. It's been a week. We weren't on last week. I was at a convention running some games. Got to run Spirit of 77. That was pretty fun. Of course, the Lich said he was going to go, but he didn't go. He always puts his name on stuff and then he sends me to go do it. We are continuing our adventure, the Queen of Elfland's Son. Relatively new. Well, I think it's the latest DCC adventure module to come out. This is our third session in it. I think we might be wrapping it up tonight, for better or for worse. If you are watching on YouTube or here on the Twitchers, do as the kids say and smash that follow or subscribe button. I can't say that without laughing. Yeah, do that. That would be fantastic. Let's see. What else? Is there any other news that the Lich has not told you yet? I don't think so. Let's recap. So, if you remember correctly, our heroes had attempted an ill-fated plan to assault a fairy mound. Actually, let's back up. Just so we're all on the same page, our heroes were called by a local baron who was very impressed with them bringing them the head of an infamous pirate. He gave them a job to go to the village of Ing and see what's up, because there were reports of bad things happening, and there was all these livestock dying and people dying, and it all came down to, they're pretty sure because they killed it, but they're pretty sure that what they killed was the cause of all this, which was a kind of a rogue demon unicorn. They killed it and tracked its source down to what they think is a fairy, an actual ancient fairy, elvish base camp, a fairy mound that was actually active now. Elves of this nature are like ancient stories kind of thing. They're not around all the time. Tasha, who's our party elf, she's only heard vague stories when she was a kid about this type of elf from the Steely Court from Elfland. So anyway, they attempted to assault this fairy mound, not really thinking it through, and most of the party was captured and taken into a kind of a dungeon within the mound itself. And then two of the others, Armstrong and Jasper, were able to escape. Last episode, the part of the party that was in the dungeon attempted a last-ditch effort escape, which they pulled off, especially with a new friend, Standish the halfling. he gave up a few points of luck to make sure that they succeeded in getting themselves out of it. They had to kill a couple guards. They were in a bad place because they were locked up in cells. Naomi, our paladin, I say, okay, I'll say paladin because she's a cleric with armor, with chainmail. Um, but there's no paladins in DCC, at least in the base in vanilla. But her throat's crushed. She can only whisper now. Our leader can only whisper. And but they managed to escape and they barricaded themselves in the room, and that's where we left them because they needed to lick their wounds a little bit, heal up. And then meanwhile, Armstrong and Jasper had gone back to town, gathered up a little bit of support, a couple other people, brought them back, caused waited until the sun went down. The door to the ferry mound only opens at dusk and dawn, of course. So they came back at dusk, and no, they were at dusk. They came back at dawn. They came back at dawn and waited. Jasper and Armstrong waited above the door on the mound. They waited on top of the mound while a couple of villagers distracted the guards that came out at dawn. The guards went forward to go there, and then Jasper and Armstrong kind of silently leapt down and went in the door to the mound. And that's where we left everybody last session. So we rejoin them now. I want to get out of studio. Boom. That's where we join them now. We're gonna join Armstrong and Jasper. The others are locked and barricaded in their cell, healing themselves, getting back up to full strength because they're gonna need it. I don't know if they're gonna make it this adventure. Who knows? I think I say this every adventure. I don't know if they're gonna make it. Wait and see. Let's see. They are Jasper and Armstrong infiltrate the mound. Let's give you a taste of what they're seeing as they come in. Do, do, do. The foyer, the stone-lined hallway diverges to the left and the right here. This is just as they come in the doorway, as quick as they can, as silently as they can, hoping there's no more extra guards right inside the door. Grass and night blooming flowers grow in the mossy spaces between the flagstone, and a pair of burning brands, casting lambent green and silver light, give the space an otherworldly illumination. Hanging from the wall at the end of the passage is a woven tapestry depicting a regal-looking, bearded elf dressed in robes of sable and silver. He sits upon a throne of carved wood and wicked-looking briars. Jasper doesn't give this painting much of a look, but Armstrong stares at it quietly as they discuss with it which way they should go. They decide to take a left, to follow the hallway to the left. And as they going down this little the hallway deeper into the mound, they pass the door. They listen carefully, and they can hear voices that they don't recognize. They're really they know that there's more guards in here, and they don't want to run into them because they're not going to survive just the two of them. So they walk past that room. They begin exploring a little bit as silently and quietly as possible. They find one room where they listen very carefully, and they don't hear anything. And they quietly open the door and find a little storeroom. And it looks like a storeroom of things that have been collected from the human world, just like some weapons, just regular basic weapons, a little bit of like a shield here and there, pots and pans and carvings and stuff like that. Just stuff that somebody had been collecting stuff, but it's all gathered dust. But they're about to leave, but Armstrong notices a little book, and he's a wizard, so he grabs that book. All knowledge is power. He cursory glance, it looks like it's a journal of some kind, maybe of a human or somebody who had gone to Elflands. He thought, well, this might. His first thought was to give it to Tasha, And the reason being is Tasha has a grimoire that he wouldn't mind um, getting his dirty little hands on. So he's thinking he might be able to trade this book for the grimoire. So he tucks it away. Um, that was a little storeroom, and the next door they come to was actually not a door. It's kind of opens up into like it looks like a pantry, and they start rifling through things, kind of look to see what they kind of what's there that they could take. Maybe that's useful, not just take useful. And they meet the let's say what is his title? They meet somebody who doesn't like them touching his stuff. Oh, he's a butler. He's a butler. Uh, they find shelves of food and wines, and they're not there to rifle through things. We're not sure why Armstrong reached out. Maybe he was curious. He wanted to read the bottles. But as soon as he does that, from the top of one of the things hidden in the darkness, um, this creature comes jumping down. It's it's not as big as the other fairies. He's a little smaller. Shaggy black hair covers his whole body from head to foot. His face is wrinkled and he has no nose, just a pair of slits for nostrils. Basically, like a villain, you know, like any kind of villain in any movies. No nose. Uh, he's about 3 foot tall, reminds them of Atticus, and he's got a horn mug in one hand and a tasting cup on a chain around his neck. Uh, he introduces himself. Well, he introduces himself like this. Ho now there, touchy touchy hands. Not yours. No, not at all. I see no crown on your brow, nor rings on your fingers. Wine and sweeties, not your due. Skit and scat like frightened rat. For a thwart or thwart. Thwart a thwart makes a lesson of you. So he's introduced himself by the name of Thwart a thwart. Doesn't seem to be too aggressive. He just doesn't want them touching their stuff. Everybody stares at each other for a quick moment because Atticus and not Atticus, Jasper and Armstrong are thinking, okay, we're gonna probably have to kill this guy. He's gonna try to call for alarm, and he notices it too. But they all stare at each other, and it's obvious he's not gonna do that. So Jasper and Armstrong kind of warm up a little bit, defrost a little bit, and uh, Jasper gets his voice first. He goes, "Have you seen our friends were taken here? Do you have any idea where we might find them? And we will leave you be." "Oh, hubbub has a certain sound and smell. I'm sure your friends are in the cells." "The cells," Jasper says. Um, okay, that's good. That's good. Where could we find these cells?" "Follow the passage back where it bends, then follow to where your left paw lends. The prison's passage will be in the south wall, and inside will be 2 guards tall." And then he pauses. And he looks like he's pondering something. He goes, "Be you no friend of the prince, it seems?" "Hmm. Mayhaps I provide illusory means." Then he turns and he walks over the shelf and he's like rummaging through, and Armstrong and Atticus, Jasper and Armstrong look at each other and thinking maybe this would be a good time to leave. When else they hear him go, "Ha, ha, 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 here, here." He comes over and he's got a bottle of wine, a dusty old bottle of wine. And he hands it over and um, he says, "My butlery is well stocked, better than some oh so lordly fairies might think. Why, I know of no better place for Boaco or elf or man to drink. Consider this, my mortal friends, 'tis elven wine made from mock-leaf ends. Any who sip it with appreciation, sincere, might change the guise in which they appear. The prince's guards seek mortal who encroach, but would not think twice if noble fairies approach." He winks and says no more. Armstrong reaches out and takes it. Thank you. He looks at uh Jasper and says, we should drink this now. So they uncork it, and Buaka chuckled. The Buaka, Thwart is a Buaka type of fairy. He chuckles a little bit under his breath. They smell it. Um, should we trust this guy? Well, here's the thing. We're wandering around here. We're going to get found out at some point. If he's offering to help, um, why are you helping us? Jasper says. I have no friend of the prince, it seems. So there I give you um, ends to the means. Sure. And this is where the ends mean the means. Get the means? Something like that. Um, he says it in ancient Elvish, so I'm just translating. Uh, so Jasper, okay, all right. Well, this guy might not be this. Obviously, there's a prince. Um, well, who is this prince? Jasper says. Thwart tells them that the he just kind of beats around the bush, saying that the troubles that the humans do plague. He seems to be very vague regarding the troubles that the humans have plagued. Very vaguely kind of attributes that the prince is the person who is in control right now of this fairy mountain and is the reason for the trouble with the humans, but he won't go any further. His loyalties obviously don't lie with the prince, but lie with someone powerful enough that he's not going to do anything about it directly. Go, go, go! Drink your drink. Be your thing. And then he kind of he backs off and jumps up on top of one of his shelves again and hides off in the dark. And you just see these yellow eyes looking at him, in small sips of ale. Jasper and Armstrong look at each other. What do we got to lose other than our lives? I'll try first, Jasper says. He takes a sip, relaxes, and when he opens his eyes, Armstrong's like, and he looks down and looks like he's got fineries on, and his hands are a little thinner and longer. He hands the bottle over to Armstrong, and Armstrong takes a sip, and he watches Armstrong change in front of him into this noble Sealy Court elf, like a elf that's like, in fact, it looks a little like Tasha. He couldn't help himself. I think Armstrong's got it's not a crush on Tasha. It's like a power crush. Yeah. She's taken the magic a little quicker, and he's jealous of that. But she's also helped him, so he's a little conflicted. But yeah, so he looks a little like Tasha. So they smile at each other, and then they continue on the way, following directions that Thwart told them. They head back the way they came, but take a right this time, and then they follow the curve around, and the passageway branches off to the straight ahead, like to the right, and then to the sharply to the right, and then off kind of straight to the right, and then a little further, which they assume is south. And they continue down, just, it's 20, 30, 40 feet. They continue down this hallway. They find another door on the right. And Armstrong said, this is a door on the south. They look around. The hall continues on and curves around to the past them. And Jasper says, here goes nothing. And he knocks on the door. Doom, doom, doom. And there is no sound. Now, our party inside has gotten themselves pretty healed up. And we're talking about what they should be doing now and how they're going to get out of this. What they were going to be doing to get out of this. And when the knock comes, they're like, oh shit. They're sitting there with two elves' bodies laying on the floor, brutally murdered. They're not ready for this. What are they going to do? Or are they ready? Maybe they should get ready. So they immediately bust into they um, some of them hit along the walls, and then Atticus steps up the door. And he tries to do an elf voice. Um, yeah. So who is it? Um, Jasper immediately recognizes Atticus' voice. Atticus's voice. He's not. He's like, Atticus, it's I, Jasper. Open up. Atticus looks at him. Could it be a trap? And Naomi's like, no, they wouldn't know. No one's gonna do that. They don't know where we've gotten out. So everybody still stays ready. Atticus opens the door just a little bit. He sees two elves. It goes to shut it, and one elf puts his hand up. It goes, um, Atticus is me, Jasper. I'm under illusion. Um, what? Atticus is a little confused. Um, Jasper comes in. Hold. It's I, Jasper. It's Jasper. And then the other elf comes in. Armstrong, I'm Armstrong. They don't attack. After a little bit of talking, everyone's back on, ain't nobody killing nobody. Um, Now it's time for the plan. So Armstrong's leading the charge of like, let's get the F out of here. Let's go. There ain't no reason for us to be deep in this place. We got our asses beat once. Who's to say we won't get our asses beat again? Um, we need to get the heck out. Excuse me. Naomi is the other side of the coin. She is, in her best whispers, we made a we are on we are on a job for the Baron. We told the Baron we would do this. We have to um, we have to fulfill our end of the bargain. We didn't make any bargain. We were given a job and a reward if we complete that job. We go back and we tell the Baron to send his men to take care of these elves. We can take care of these elves ourselves. Now, how's that? Tarlif says. No, Tarlif goes, well, how's that? Tell us how we're going to do that, Naomi. Naomi says, you have the answer there in the wine bottle. We're going to disguise ourselves as elves. We're going to walk into his court and we're going to tell him he needs to, we're going to tell him we're representatives from the humans, and we want them to stop. First, we're going to find out why. We talk to him, we be ready, and if worse comes to worse, we capture this leader. He could have an army in there. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. We should leave. They probably should. They probably should, but they wouldn't. I mean, what kind of adventures would this be if people just left? This temple, somebody just died in this pit. We should just leave. Said no adventurer ever. So after more discussion, everybody kind of votes, and everybody's voting for sticking with Naomi, trying to get the job done. They're, for the most part, everybody wants to. The only reason they're even considering this is because of the wine, the illusion wine. They're and the idea that they're going to attempt to try to do this without any violence, but they're going to be ready for violence if it breaks out. Naomi is going to attempt to bless herself and maybe someone else. It lasts for 10 minutes, so we're going to attempt it now because we're going to I think Thought also told them where the prince was, the courtroom, It's just north of the prison cell because they can come out. They're gonna walk out, take a left, and walk up the tunnel. And where it's split, they're gonna go um, straight north, and the door to the court should be right there with guards. So 10 minutes. Long story short, 10 minutes should be fine to get these guys to the door. We are going to roll for blessing. She has been rolling too good. I've been rolling too good the last couple sessions. Tasha's forgotten 2 freaking spells. Armstrong still has a good amount of spells though, and he also has Magic Shield. How long does Magic Shield last? Because if he could cast that now to prep, that would be pretty sweet. All right. Where's M? Come on, M. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Give him back. Here we Magic Missile. Magic Shield. Casting time. Duration varies. Let's see. If he rolls really crappy, it'll last 1 to 6 rounds. If you cast pretty good, it'll last 2 to 6 rounds. It's only like a minute or 2. If he can cast really good, he can bubble somebody for 1d3 turns. Looks like I've already burned some spell. Is that because I forgot sleep? No. Looks like he burned some stamina and some strength. But he definitely could do a little spell burnage. Let's see, he needs to roll an 18 to do what I'm thinking. Because that would be pretty awesome. He can give himself him or someone else +4 bonus to armor class. All right, we're going to start out with Naomi, our cleric, blessing. She's going to roll for herself first. She speaks out, reaches out to Pelagia. That's her goddess Pelagia, goddess of the sea. It hasn't been working out too good for her. Pelagia seems to be very picky about what she wants, or very strict about what she wants. Naomi might be too far inland. Let's see what happens. What's the manifestation die? Back to blessing. I don't want to be searching all over for magic missile again. I need help. There we go. That will do. All right. Man, I want to get into level 2 spells. Yeah. No banish. Detect evil. Blessing. Yes. 1 to 4 is the manifestation die. Here we go. All right, Naomi, let's start this party out right. Right? Okay. All right. So she ups her disapproval range from 2 to 3. Just give me a moment. She clears her mind. She's going to try a different way of reaching out to Pelagia. She's going to try this again. 10. She needs at least a 14 to make this happen. And she fails again. Let's try again. Screw this. We're going to roll a different die though. Roll this die. I'm going to roll it off a little bit first. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Manifestations die. Okay. 13. 13. Plus 2. Good. 15. Okay. Succeeds this time. 15. She's casting on herself. She receives a +1 bonus to all attack rolls. Um, and spell a +1 to everything for 1 turn. So let's try to remember that. +1 blessing. And then she's going to cast it on Jasper. Again, oh, and that manifestation was, oh shoot, she's glowing now. She's glowing now. But that's okay. She's going to look like an elf soon. She's going to attempt this again. Come on, man. What the hell? 9 plus 2 is 11, which is going to be a failure. Let it fail. Her disapproval range is 1 to 5 now. If I roll a 1 to 5, bad stuff happens. Just going to try it again. Screw this die, man. We're going to roll a different die. Gold? Yes. There we go. This time, she's casting on Jasper. She rolls 18. He begins to glow. Oh, 18 plus 2 is 20. The ally receives +2 bonus to all attack rolls, all rolls, for 1 turn. So +2 blessing. Now, she gets a penalty for casting on anyone else. So she's not going to cast anymore. Armstrong's going to attempt to cast shield on himself. This is their plan. They're walking in to this court. They're going to go, or they're figuring it's a court or something. Hopefully there isn't filled to the brim with, well, even if it is, Armstrong he knows that he can produce a cloud of stinking, noxious stuff that they might be able to use as a way to cover their escape or to turn the tide of battle. They're going to go in. Tarloff's going to do the talking. Nah, Tarloff's not the most personable one. Who is the most personal one? It's Naomi, isn't it? Yeah. Armstrong. Armstrong is actually a chaotic wizard who his personality is 13. He's not bad. He's just 1 step lower than Naomi. Unfortunately, Naomi's voice is hit. So Armstrong's doing talking. They're going to go in. They're going to attempt to talk to this guy. If things go wrong, they're going to be ready. Naomi and Jasper are blessed. Armstrong would really prefer to have this shield spell fire off for him. He's going to cast Magic Shield. If he can get that to fire off, then oh, he doesn't know. He can't cast Magic Shield because it takes a rare element, and he doesn't quite know what that element is. Or do we? What could be that element? The mercurial effect for his spell, the special thing that makes it different for him, is that he needs a rare ingredient to cast it. Nobody has anything that's kind of rare. No one's picked up anything. Could be fairy food. That would be a little too coincidental, even for my liking. All right, we'll leave it. We'll leave it be. He's going to be ready with a choking cloud. Atticus. Everybody else is going to be ready to rock and roll. Standish is along for the ride. Yeah. Naomi casts Blessing. She's got Detect Evil and Second Sight. Okay. And Tasha's got Magic Missile and Flaming Hands. She's ready to. Magic Missile takes 2 turns, 2 actions though for her to cast it, but she gets a +3 on it. Flaming Hands kind of rocks though. She's gonna need to do spell burn to get him back though. That's okay. Standish is like, I want to help, but I don't have a weapon. Um, Tasha goes, what are you good with? And he's like, well, I'm not very strong, but I'm pretty good with a bow. So Tasha gives him his sharp bow for her sharp bow for now. So he's armed with a short bow. Um, yeah, he's very, very not strong. He's like a strength 4. But his agility at least doesn't have a negative. So, all right. So here's a plan. They're not so good at plans. Not this group. They're not so good. They all drink a little bit of the wine, and before you know it, they all look like they're a traveling group of noble elves. And they exit the little prison cell, and there's a sigh of relief. I mean, a big relief for all of them that they're out of there and no one else is out in the hallway. And then they turn and all head up north very slowly, and they try to. Armstrong's in the lead, and then it's Jasper and Tarloff and Naomi and Tasha and Atticus and Standish. They all walk north, and as they go up the tunnel and go past the hallway that Jasper and Armstrong came out of, they see um, a pair of armed guards standing beside a set of closed doors. Near them stands another fairy, dressed in deep blue robes, approaching black in color. A ruff of white fur decorates his collar, and his cuffs are of similar material. He bears a long staff resembling a broken tree bow in one hand and a bored look on his face. How now? Who are you? Why do you come to the court of Prince Ashhart? Oh, Armstrong. Armstrong goes, we are a delegation representing the villagers of Ing. Um, the uh, the elf in the robes, his eyebrows kind of go up. He goes, "Oh, really? And why are you representing the villagers of Ing?" We, Armstrong thinks quickly, we are from a neighboring elven village that does a lot of trade with Ing, and Ing is experiencing a lot of trouble, and we thought perhaps we could enlist your aid in helping this problem be resoluted. Resolute. We could reach some resolution. Griffin stares at him. Wait one moment. And he turns and he goes in the doorway. Uh, they wait. The two guards kind of stare at them. They stare at the two guards. And a few moments later, the old man comes back in and he goes, you may enter the court of Prince Ashhart. Okay. Hearts are racing. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. They file into this courtroom. A forest grove, or at least so it seems, lies beyond the door. Trees rise up around the perimeter, their boughs interlocking to form a ceiling of sighing leaves. Glimpses of stars, sharp against the darkness, are visible between the branches. The floor is moss and grass, with a burbling spring, and a burbling spring brings the sound of water to the gloom. Draperies of living vegetation hang between tree trunks, obscuring further sections of the grove. A large chair rests upon a flat boulder dais. The chair is crowned with a carving of a stag's head, and sharp thorns protrude from the chair's sides and back. Shadows obscure the chair from further examination. All right. The sitting on the throne is the same elf that's in the picture, the painting that Jasper and Armstrong, well, actually, and Atticus all saw when they first entered the mound. And he's got a bemused look on his face while he's listening to two male elves on either side of him with lutes playing music, and he's listening quietly, and his eyes flicker up to them as they walk in. He goes, ah, wow. It's so nice, to see a collection of my brethren. Now, what is this Tell me, what is this silliness? What is this silliness? Why you're here? He smiles a little bit. They walk out into the middle of this and into the middle of this room, and everybody's looking around. They see the two courtiers, and that's it. Um, the two that are playing the courtiers, they stop playing lutes when the prince speaks to them. Armstrong speaks. Hello, good prince. We represent a village nearby that does a lot of trade with Ing, and the village of Ing has been having a lot of trouble. Um, Livestock have been being killed. Uh, People have been being killed. We've come in an act of diplomacy, and the prince snorts. Diplomacy. You come here saying you represent humans. Wait, what's next? You're gonna tell me there's a herd of cockroaches that you're also that you're also defending. Where are your rats and your mice? The courtiers all laugh smugly, uh, feeding into the prince's haughtiness. Armstrong grimaces in the back of his mind. He's like, Armstrong's decided that other than Tasha, he doesn't like elves, especially these kind of elves. And he says, well, surely you know something of maybe a unicorn, a foul unicorn. The prince stops smiling for a little bit, and just kind of stares at him and goes, um, it sounds like a precious beast who is merely wild and doing what it's born to do. If I'm, if I was an expert on unicorns, and I'm not, but I know a lot about them, then it's really best to just leave a beast like that go. It's beautiful in its own right, even if it does mean the lives of a few inconsequential insects. Strike two. Armstrong grows kind of. Um, Jasper can feel Armstrong's and he's kind of feeling it too. He kind of grips kind of moves his hand to his long sword. Um, Naomi doesn't catch it. Tarloff catches it. Everyone's starting to get a little tense. And Armstrong goes, uh, "Do you know anything about what's been plaguing this human village?" Why would I know anything about the comings and goings of humans? I and he says that it's as if he's actually like he just touched some shit and he doesn't, it's very grossed out by it. Why would I have anything to do with humans? Uh, Armstrong, I think it's time to party. Armstrong, um, well, let's see. Armstrong asked somebody. It seems, he calms himself just a second. He goes, it seems that um, your appearance is coincidentally around the same time that these disturbances around the village have. Are you accusing me in my own court? You know, actually, he says, looking at them, staring at them quickly for just a second. And he goes, actually, what if I was responsible for the troubles these humans? Are they not responsible for troubling all of us? Their skitterings and scatterings and stealings and theft and murder and human things that they do, their filthy little ways. Um, Armstrong, what would it take for you to leave the humans alone? And that fire flashes in the prince's eyes. There is nothing you can trade, nothing you could give me, or nothing you would say that's going to stop if I was responsible for such deeds. There is nothing you could say or do. And that's when Armstrong takes out the unicorn horn that he had ripped off or cut off the unicorn. And the prince shuts up and stares at it. And Armstrong takes it. And this wasn't part of the plan, but Armstrong's had enough. He's chaos. He's the only chaos one of out of all these. He gives zero fucks. He takes it out. He goes, um, uh, "You might want to stop, or you might end up like your pet here." And he holds it out and opens his hand to show that it's been reeved off. And the fire lights up in the prince's faces, and he stands up. He's like, "Destroy them!" And out of the woods, out of the sides of the thing, behind the trees, these four guards come rushing, and the courtiers rush over to drop their loots and rush over to the side and grab swords, and we are rolling initiative. Battle in the court. Battle in the court. Wiki, 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 wiki. Battle in the court. I think that was a Beastie Boys song. All right. Let's do some initiative. Let's kick it over here, baby. Pop. Oh, I am at... Oh, I've left it on here. Sure. All right, let's roll for our party first. Naomi, you are rocking a 20, lady. Well, actually, it's a 21, because saving throws, skill checks, spell checks. I'm going to count it 21 because of the blessing. Jasper is rolling. He's our warrior. 7 plus 4 is 11. 21 and 11. Okay. Tarloff, our rogue, is rolling a 4 plus 1 is 5. Atticus, 10 plus 1 is 11. Tasha, what you got, girl? 3. Boo. Plus 1 is 4. Armstrong. All right, buddy. 20 minus 1. And Standish, our new little elf, our halfling buddy. 4. Okay. He's kind of slow on the uptake. Guards. Let's roll an appropriate crappy one for guards. Let's do this white. The guards roll a 12 plus 1 is 13. And then the courtiers, these are half-clad elven hot boys. That's what I got in my head. They're playing lutes for the elf thing, elf prince. They're rolling a 14 plus 2 is 16. And then the prince himself is rolling 7, 9. Okay. All right. It's a party now. Let's do this. Let's roll them. Let's roll these bones and see what happens. Rolling bones. We are. Who are? He is. She is. Naomi's first. Naomi the cleric, who has a trident and is blessed. She's going first. We're not going to say that these guys had a chance to, well, let's paint this picture. So the room they're in, they came in the door. Across from the door, it's a pretty big circular room. There's the throne, the prince, the two courtiers are to the left and right. They're grabbing their weapons. We're going to say, well, here's the deal, actually. We said that the party was ready for a fight. They went into this knowing that they were ready. They started getting tense. So what I'm arguing with myself in my head is, do I make it so that the guards and the courtiers form their little circle of defense is what they want to do to protect the prince? Do they get a chance to do that before the party can do anything? Or is it this happens, initiative is rolled right now because the guards have started, he says destroy them, it's initiative time. Guards are coming out, there's still a chance to just walk up there and wallop him. I say yes, because we established that these guys were ready for war anyway. So Naomi's up, and before the prince can do any trickery, she is she wants to end this quickly, and that means taking out the head of the snake. She's um, walking up as fast as she can, running up with her and pulling out her trident while she does it. Uh, Pulling out her trident while she does it, and she's going for skewer time. Let's skewer. Let's pull up some yummy stats here. I like what you did there. Oh yeah. All right. Rock and roll time. All right, don't let us down, Naomi. Don't let us down. She gets +1. His armor class is 13. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know what that means. Hold on. Technical difficulties. You're going to see... hold on. Let me go here. Hi. All right. All right, let's see if this works back up. Yes? No? Did it work? No, because we don't see the, she rolled, oh, anyway, she rolled an 18, so, wait, she rolled a 19. Ah, so close to a crit. That would have been so nice. Hold on. Yeah, let's close that. Back over here. All right, anybody in chat want to chime in about what should happen here? Anybody got an idea what they want to happen? Anybody want to suggest something the bad guys do? The prince is going to, when he gets a chance, he's going to be casting some spells. He's got sleep. He's got some nasty ones here. I think we are good. See? There we go. That 19 there. Boom. Boom. She is hitting him with her trident. I'm going to roll some damage. Also gold die. She does 1d6 plus 1. She's going to roll a 1. I told you, I knew it. Oh, wait, but you know what? That's cool. She got +1 with her blessing, so that's 3 points of damage right there. It's nothing to cry about. So she rushes up, and as he stands up, goes, destroy them. She takes off right there. As they're coming out, the courtiers are running to get their swords. She's stabbing at him with her trident. He moves out of the way slightly, but she skewers him just a bit. That's why I knew the moment I rolled that 18, 19, she was going to roll a 1. Anyway. Okay. He's the big boss anyway, so that isn't just a mere flesh wound. Flesh wound. That was Naomi. Jasper. Jasper is jumping into action as well, moving and drawing his longsword. Does he go for the prince as well? Or does he try to take out one of these courtiers before he grabs his sword? I think he's going to leave the prince to Naomi, and he's going to do just that. Rushing over, drawing his longsword, and hacking at one of these courtiers. This is going to be, oh, I get to roll the might die. Ooh, wait a minute. How do you want to do a mighty deed? The cool thing is the only entrances that they know of are behind them. When they walked in this room, there was another little tunnel going, a little passageway going off, kind of at an angle from where they came in behind them, but there's only 2 doors, so these guys, they just got to keep these, if they want to, they got this prince cornered. If they keep him there. Let's see how long they can do that. You know what? Maybe he should just, he's blessed. They blessed him for a reason. He's going for the prince too. Him and Naomi are going to try to take this prince out. That's how you take out bosses. You double up on them. Double up. Okay. He's going, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do a mighty deed. So he rolls his deed die, which is a 1d3, not a 1d4. And if he rolls a 3, he will succeed in his mighty deed. His mighty deed is going to what is that? Oh. This is so funny. When I first started this stream, I attempted to hang my one of my cameras from the ceiling with this string here, and that didn't work very well. But I didn't get rid of the string. Okay. That will be on the quiz later. He is going to attempt to. Oh, scheiße. I lost this. Well, that's okay. We will pick another die for him. Hopefully just as cool. Jasper is going to, the thinking is, he knows this guy's going to cast spells. Is there a way he can shut him up? He's going to attempt to stab him in the throat. Because he's got a longsword. Ooh, he's got an iron spike. He's going to attempt to knock him down. He's just going to run up and hit him as hard as he can to knock him down. Let's roll on it. Okay, well, he did not succeed in knocking him down, but he is hitting that sucker. He definitely, yeah, it was a 13. Yep, he hits. He's doing 1d8 with his longsword. Yeah, there we go. No, this one. Yes. Boo! Well, he's doing 2 plus 2 plus 2 for his blessing is 6 points of damage. He hits him pretty hard. He comes up and just swings as hard as he can at his legs. Or maybe he just tries to bash him with the hilt. Hits him in the head, and he stumbles back up against his throne, but he doesn't go down. Why did I just have Jasper go? It's not Jasper's freaking turn. Why am I thinking I'm already screwing up? So Jasper should not have gone right now. I don't know what I was thinking. His initiative is 11. So we're gonna rewind. He did not do any of that. Jasper did not go into. I'm not sure why I was thinking that. The next person up is actually Armstrong. Armstrong is. He knows, he learned the hard way that sleep, it does not work on these MFs. So he is going to do some chocolate cloud. I was about to say chocolate cloud. He's going to do some chocolate cloud. Yeah. All right. Everybody's going to be in Fudge Town, man. Choke. Choke is, yes. Not chill touch. Ain't that cool? So what happens? Single acidic poisonous cloud appears within a radius of 20 feet, centered on a target of the caster's choosing. Alright. Alright, so it all depends on how well he rolls. He's going to attempt to roll. He's casting Choking Cloud. And... if he rolls good enough... For 1d4 plus 2 rounds, target in the cloud suffers a -2 penalty to all rolls. And takes 1 point of damage each round. So if he rolled that, he could put it right on the prince. One step above. The one step below is up to 1 to 4 small individual clouds appear around selected multiple targets. That just gives them -1 round, -1. I'm really feeling the idea of Armstrong spell burning a bit to make this happen. For rolls of 20 to 23, same deal, just a lot more rounds. -2 penalty to for one. Yeah, let's roll. He is gonna spell burn, or should he wait? Yeah. He's going into his mind and sacrificing. He's going in his mind, going into the archive of his memories, his little lockbox archive, and just setting fire to things in his mind to forget things in order to cast a spell. He's going to take. He's going to give himself a +3. So he's burning 3 points of intelligence. For now. He can regen intelligence. He can't regen luck, but he can regen intelligence. 1 point per day, per night. If they make it through this, they'll have plenty of time to regen. He'll remember shit. All his stuff. Yes, throwing out some memories, giving himself +3, plus his check of +2. So he's got a +5 on this roll. Let's do this, man. Choking Cloud, +5. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's a 23, ladies and gentlemen. A single acidic poisonous cloud appears with a radius of 20 feet, centered on a target of the caster's choosing. For 2d4 plus 4 rounds, targets in the cloud suffer a -2 penalty to all rolls. Take 2 points of damage each round and must make a fort save when first exposed or be poisoned. So, here's the problem. Oh, no, it's just Naomi, right? Jasper's not up there yet. So, sorry, Naomi. She is blessed, though. Let's see how this manifests. 2. Translucent mist comes flowing out of Armstrong's upraised arms as he issues a word of power. It streams out, engulfing Naomi and the prince darn near, let's see, 20 feet. Anybody who's in front, this is going to hit some of the people that are... how big is this room? Let's look at this. This room is here, 1-12, 5 feet per. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. we'll say that this is going to affect 2 guards. Naomi, 2 guards. Um, maybe not the courtiers. We got 2 cards coming out from the bottom trees or the on either side that are in the closer to the doors, and the courtiers are up here, and the 2 guards were behind the throne next to these trees. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna do it like this: 2 guards, and Naomi and the prince all got to roll for damage, for being poisoned. 1d4 minus agility. Okay. My understanding though is that if they minus agility, that isn't really going to affect anything right now. Like, it doesn't affect their modifiers. It doesn't affect. That's one thing I don't understand about the system. Is these places where there's times where attacks will decrease. Well, I understand if they decrease agility. We can just make it a fictional thing. Let's do it. All right, for now. I know if agility became 0, they wouldn't be able to move, right? So, but 1d4, it's not a continuous thing. So what's going to happen? But we'll make it fictional because that's fun. Where are we at? Okay, fort saves. Fort saves. Naomi's fort save is +1. Wait, is the fort save supposed to be? Oh, cripe. This fort save has got to be 23. So she can't even make it. What about the prince? The save has always got to be your difficulty check is the number versus the caster's roll. Right. So his is +1, so he's poisoned. These guards are poisoned too, I'm sure. Yeah. Everybody's poisoned. All right, Naomi, how many agility points does she lose? 1. Okay, that's not going to affect her at all. The prince loses 3. If the prince is losing 3 agility, strength affects your melee, so this ain't gonna do much. We're gonna say he's a little slower. He loses like 5 feet of movement or something. The guards that are in there, one's losing 4, the other losing 3. Same. They're gonna move a little slower, but they're both attacking with longswords. So, but now there's that. But they're in this cloud, and everybody takes a -2, -2, -2, -2, -2, -2, and rolls and take 2 points of damage each round. So for 2d4 +2. Whoa. All right. Flip it over to here. For 6, 7, 8 rounds. 8 rounds. So that is effectively 80 seconds. I like it. All right. Thank you, Big Book. Okay. That was Armstrong. Nice job, Armstrong. You had to just forget a bunch of memories to make that happen. That was 19. Next up are the 2 courtiers. The 2 courtiers scrambled to get their swords. That's what they're doing. They're grabbing their swords. They're staying out of the clouds. They're going to get back in the game in a minute. That was 16, and then that puts the guards next. 2 guards come rushing out to attack people on either side, well, close to the doors. One of those is Tarloff. The other is Jasper. Tarloff and Jasper. So let's see. Let's see. We'll do Jasper first. Jasper is armor class 15. These guys have a +2 for their long swords. 10, 12. They miss Jasper. Jasper deftly steps aside, undeterred by this guard. And then Tarloff is got an armor class 13. Ooh, this guy hits. Tarloff does not dodge as well. And the guard does 1d6 + 1. 3 points of damage. All right. Okay. Okay, Tarloff. You're going to be okay, buddy. The other two guards are in the choking cloud. One comes running out and attacks Naomi. Why am I always rushing Naomi in by herself? Naomi's the dumbest. I am so dumb with her. I keep because she's got the chainmail and she's like a leader. She just like goes in to do stuff, but she's our only cleric. And she just goes running in to get pummeled by people. I think one's going to attack her to save the prince. The other one's going to attack Armstrong. He's going to run out of the gas, out of the choking cloud to attack Armstrong. He's moving slower, though. He's not going to make it. He wants to get out of the cloud. The other one attacks. All right, we're going to roll. He's got a -2, so he gets no modifier. Still rolls on 19. Hot darn. He does 1d6. Oh, you know what? Hold on. That guy only did 1 point of damage to Tarloff. Because it's still at -2 is the damage, too. So this guy's doing 0 points of damage. Well, he's got a +1, so he does 1 point of damage to Naomi. He comes out choking, goes to hit her, hits her with the flat of the blade, jarring her just a little bit. The other one comes coughing, trudging through, his eyes looking towards the source of the cloud. Okay. That puts the that was the courtiers, then the guards. Then we've got a 11, I think is the next one. We've got 2 11s. It's going to be Jasper. Jasper's first. Now Jasper. Now Jasper. Now. Jasper ain't running in that cloud. Oh, by the way, that's okay. The cards both take 2 points of damage. The ones that are in the cloud. 8 and 8. You didn't hear that. Yeah. And I might as well do the 2 points of damage to Naomi. Yeah. Okay. Yes, so Jasper, what are you doing, buddy? He doesn't want to run in the cloud. He's going to take out this clown that just attacked him. He's rocking a +2. 18. He hits. 18. Oh, wait. I got to roll that D die. Oh, wow. If he would have declared a mighty deed, he would have made it. That's a 21. And then he's doing D8. D8, right? Yeah, 1D8. All right, so 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7 points of damage. All right, so he swings back at this guy who attacked him. He cleaves into his shoulders and his arm. The guy screams out in pain, but he's not down. All right, Jasper, and then Atticus. Atticus is watching this all go down. He's wondering why Naomi keeps running in by herself. He wants to get her out, but they're being attacked by on all sides. Um, these courtiers are getting. Let's see, the way I was kind of picturing this, going from Armstrong, Jasper, Tarloff, Atticus, Tashe. Okay, so Atticus is on the side of Jasper. Atticus is going to step up and see if he just take out this guy. Jasper hit him so hard, Atticus is going to just finish the job, or at least that's his attempt. He's going to attempt to finish the job. Atticus is going to roll 2d16 for his 2 hand axes. One is 5. The other is, come on, hit, 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 hit. 13. That is a hit, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Perfect. Perfect. Well, no, 13 actually isn't a hit, but he's got +1. 14 is a hit. And doing 1d6. Let's do this one. 1d6. No pluses or anything like that. No. 5 points of damage. All right, so Jasper hits this guy, bites on his shoulder, he goes, screams, and backs up, and Atticus comes in and well, misses with one, but chops him in the leg with the other one. The guard screams and falls down and bleeding out. So we got one guard down. Next up is the Prince. The Prince takes 2 points of damage from the choking cloud, and he's going to attempt to save his own life. Oh wait, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the book. All right, Prince, sweet Prince, what are you doing? The Prince is going to, yes, I think he's going to attempt to cast Charm Person on. All right, so casting time is around. The caster charms an enemy to become a friend. Any mundane living humanoid can be affected. Wizards can attempt to spell on monsters and undead with a -2 penalty. Oh, wow. That's cool. I like charm spell. Charm person. All right, he's going to attempt into casting, and he's got the illusions drop from Naomi. She's a human with chainmail on. There's a cloud of smoke around him. He's going to attempt to cast this spell on her. Say the words. I don't think he needs to touch her or anything. No. But we'll see how he does. He's got -2. What's his spell check? Oh, no. No, he's not going to do that. He is going to attempt to curse her. I mean, because things seem to be going south really, really quickly, and he doesn't want. Yes, he's going to attempt to curse her. Does it roll? Does he roll to do that? No. Yeah, I think he just does it, and she's got to make a. All right, we're going to roll to see if, well, he's going to through the cloud of the thing, he's gonna yell out a word and puts out his hand and yells out one word in Elvish, or no, he's several words. He yells out things and yells off a string of things in Elvish. And the shitty part about this for Naomi is that he doesn't have to roll to have this happen. She just automatically has to try to save. And she's at a disadvantage because she's in the cloud. So she gets a -2 to this. She's got a will save. Oh, this is okay. Good news for Naomi is her will saves are +2, so she just doesn't get her pluses. She needs to make a DC 13. Yeah. Let's do this. We need an appropriate Naomi die. Here you go. All right, Naomi. Make it happen. 7. Wow. Okay. Atticus. I think I could do luck on these rolls, right? I could do luck on any roll, right? Yeah. I could spend luck on this roll. She would need 6 luck, which means he would need to spend 3 luck. Oh, this plays out great. Okay. Atticus knows Elven language. He knows Bugbear, Halfling, Common, and Elvish tongue. When he hears, and he's very loyal to Naomi. He and Tarloff are kind of like infatuated with Naomi, in a leader kind of way. And so he kills this guy, but he's looking forward to her. He wants to make his way to her, somehow get her, even though she's in the middle of this choking cloud. And when he hears the prince yell out the words in common, he recognizes it to be the curse that it is, or some kind of powerful curse, some kind of magic. He screams out her name. All right, screams it, startles her, but also grounds her in a way. And halflings can spend their luck to help somebody else, and for every one they spend, they actually get 2 points. So he's spending 3 of his luck. He's at 7 now. He regens, which is good. But it gives her enough to shrug off the actual curse. Yes. Yeah. So the prince tried to do that, and it didn't hold. He's going to be a little shaken up by that. That was him, and then we got Tarloff. Atticus already went. So Tarloff. All right, Tarloff, our pirate thief. He was just attacked, right? Yeah. So he's in melee with somebody. He's got his dagger out. He no longer has Whisker, if anybody's wondering. Whisker was taken from him. The elves didn't. They noticed that its power, I believe. They noticed its power, and they took it when they put him in prison. They left the rest of their stuff in a chest there in the prison, but they took Whisker for some other reason. So he's got his dagger out, and he is. Ooh, I like that one for Tarloff. Okay. Yeah. Let's roll it. 5. Circling this guy, and misses. Big time. Some of these holes. There need to be so many holes. Yeah. That was Tarloff, and now Tasha. Tasha, what are you doing, girl? I think she's Hmm. Hmm. She wants to flaming hand some people. She's gonna need to take a point of spell burn to make herself even more sickly and spend some of her blood to do it. Um, she needs a spell burn in order to remember flaming hands. All right, she's gonna cast flaming hands. Who's she gonna cast it on? Well, it's chaos. These courtiers are armed and coming. She's gonna fry at least one of them. Who's the other one attacking? The other one's okay. Tarloff is squared off with a guard. We got a guard that's choking its way through the mist that's coming for Armstrong. And you got a courtier on the same side. All right, she's gonna cast flaming. She's gonna take a point of spell burn and her stamina in order to remember it. And she rolls. And she's gonna roll this die, even though I'm gonna roll it off really quick. Okay. She gets +2. No other pluses. You shitting me? 8. Wizards would be so much cooler if I wasn't the one rolling the dice. So she cannot remember this dang thing for the life of her. She cannot remember this spell. Boo. 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 Standish. What are you doing, buddy? Standish. He's moving to the back and knocking an arrow. He's not going to be able to like do anything this turn. And now we're at the top of the round, and it is Naomi's turn. Naomi, what are you doing, girl? Are you gonna just stay in choking? Oh, she takes 2 points of damage. It's new round. 2 points of damage. 8. That's she's gonna move out. She's gonna fall back. She's gonna realize the same thing I have. That why does she keep running into this? Yes, the prince is a bad dude. Needs to go down, but doesn't mean she needs to die to do it. So she's gonna rush out. He doesn't have a weapon drawn or anything. I guess the other guy, I'm gonna let her be able to do this without getting an opportunity attack from the other guy because of the cloud of smoke, or the choking cloud. She's gonna stumble out back to the middle of the group. And what's she gonna do when she's there? Um, um, she's not gonna do anything. She's just gonna move out. Her eyes are stinging. She's coughing. She's out. Um, we're just gonna get her out of trouble. She's gonna get moving into the. She moves past Armstrong into the middle of the group, and they're gonna close around her a little bit. And then that's her. And then next up is Armstrong. Armstrong cast that choking cloud. Are the courtiers immune to sleep too? Yes, everybody's immune to sleep. Of course they are. Of course they are. That makes all this so much more difficult. Well, he is holding that unicorn horn. He's concentrating on the choking cloud. By the way, when he cast choking cloud, all these white worms came bubbling up out of the earth at his feet, not doing anything, just kind of these like thick white worms, and they're just moving and crawling around his feet. That's his mercurial effect whenever he casts choking cloud. He's pretty good with a short bow, but he's got that unicorn horn. So don't want to drop that. Too bad he didn't know what that magical. Oh, this is good. This is good. He's out in the front. He knows this other spell. He's tried sleep, it didn't work. He casts choking cloud. He's gonna try this other spell. He's gonna give it a shot, even though it didn't work anytime he tried it before. But he knows what it's supposed to do. He's gonna give it a shot. He's gonna roll. We're gonna roll here. 13 plus 2 is 15. 15 and 6. Whirlwind of air that buffets attackers. Okay. All right. So 15 is the caster conjures a shield that provides a +4 bonus to AC for 2d6 rounds. 2d6 rounds. 6 rounds. Okay. All right, so he says this word of power, but all those times he tried it before, he wasn't holding a unicorn horn. Because he's holding a unicorn horn, he's not even sure that that's why, but later on, maybe he'll realize that maybe that's why. Suddenly, this air starts beating out of him, pushing back the cloud, pushing back anybody who's going to get too close to him, giving him a +4 armor class, which is sweet. This puts him at 13. He was armor class 9. Okay, cool. That's Armstrong, and then it is the courtiers who are now in business. One is one's attacking Armstrong, the other one's going to attack Tasha. So, because Tasha just tried to cast something on him, she put up her hands and tried to say words, and the words didn't work, and he just comes walking up with his sword. Ooh, and he hits her. He hits her for sure. He's not hindered by any kind of minuses right now, I don't believe. He's doing 1d8. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. 3 points of damage. Good for you, Tasha. But she doesn't have much hit points, so she's gonna need some help. Now the other one comes rushing up and attacks. Who did I say? Oh, Armstrong. Let's see if that wind buffeting helps. He fumbles. Monster fumbles. His hit die. What is his hit die? Hit die is 2. Gotta. If a monster fumbles, you gotta. Oh wait. Still never totally sure what to do. I mean, we got charts for crits, monster crits. And you know what? I got that right there. We're gonna roll 1d4 on the fumble chart. 4. Your weapon is damaged. Okay. So this other courtier comes running up to hit Armstrong, but the wind from Armstrong pushes him back, and his sword hits so strongly that his sword hits the wall behind him and shatters. So this courtier has no sword now. Ha ha! Stupid courtier. He's gonna grab his loot and start beating with the loot, and I'm not even kidding. That's what's gonna happen. That was courtiers. That was a 16. The guards are up next, I believe. Yes. Guards. Okay, guards. One guard is attacking Tarlock. I'm gonna roll for him. Tarlock AC 13. Ooh, guard rolls a 2. That is a big miss. Tarloff definitely dodges, shucks and dodges, and then the other one's dead. Then there's 2 in the there are 2 in the cloud. They're taking another 2 points of damage. Yep, and he's going to be taking 2 as well. So one comes out of the cloud and swings feebly at Armstrong. That's who he was going for. Yeah, 10 isn't going to do it, buddy. He misses. He's and the air from Armstrong pushes his sword back. And then the other one was attacking Naomi, right? So he's going to come moving out of the cloud as well towards the mass of people. Uh, he's going to swing at Armstrong too. Armstrong's kind of in the front up there. Tasha's to his right. Jasper's to his left. Jasper's about to go too. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This guy got lucky. This guy got lucky. Okay. He is a, Armstrong. Oh, Armstrong. What's gonna happen, buddy? What's the hit dice of these guys? Yeah, they're 2 hit dicer. So we definitely have a chart for that stuff. Check out the charts. Chart. Boom. Crits. 2 hit dice. Humanoids weapons. Chart 3d8. Chart 3. Oh, do I have no? Chart 3. Hold, please. Any minute. Oh, yeah, pass it. Come on. There we go. All right, D8 for this guy. 6. Brutal strike to torso. Inflict plus D8 damage. With a strike, and the foe suffers multiple broken ribs. Oh boy. All right, so he's doing plus D8. He was doing D6. I'm gonna say because he came choking out of this cloud of gas, and he lunged, and the lunge was in a way that it wasn't like came out of it went like this, and it the wind couldn't buffer it. So, and his momentum kind of carried him through. He was able to hit Armstrong right in the torso. I can't mind it. I'm not gonna take away his crit, but I'm gonna -2 from the damage for sure. He's doing 1d6 and 1d8. 12. -2 is 10. Whoo, buddy. Armstrong. Armstrong got skewered. He is in a bad, bad way. And that was all the guards. That puts Jasper up, who is at Armstrong's side immediately with his longsword, because the Armstrong or Atticus took out the one he had hit. He turns, he sees Armstrong getting skewered, and he rushes to his side and attacks the one that skewered him. He is going to attempt to bash the one that hit Armstrong into the other one. There's 2 guards on Armstrong right now. So that's what he's going to attempt to do with his deed die. Deed indeed. Yes. Yes. No. No. 6 is 9. 9. He gets no pluses on his. All right, so he's got a 9. He could spend a little luck. What do we got here? Oh boy. What's these guys' armor class is 13? Boo! I ain't spending no 4 points of luck. That's a lot of luck. Alright. I'm not going to spend anybody else's luck on it either. So Jasper comes, attempts to mighty bash this guy with his longsword, but guess what? The wind from Armstrong's magic shield pushes his sword too, and he does not complete his blow. Boo. Atticus, however, let's see. Naomi rushed in the middle. Where's the other courtier? Oh, there's a courtier there and attacking Armstrong as well. Holy crap. Armstrong's kind of surrounded in the front there with three, a courtier, two guards, and there's the other courtier on the other side. Oh, because that courtier tried to attack him and broke his sword. So Armstrong's going for him. 2d16. 2. 7. Alright. I don't know about this double-handed crap. He misses on both. Okay, not a good round for the heroes here. That is the prince's turn. Prince takes 2 points of damage. He is in the mist. He's going to... His curse didn't get off, but he's no longer being attacked. He's going to go... Yeah. So he's going to turn himself into shadow, kind of. He's going into... Oh, wait. Summon a shadow to fight for him. I don't even know what that means. No one, like... What does that mean? Does he get all the stats? Is that what it is? Adventure doesn't do a good job of explaining what shadow cunning means. Act like I should know that, but I don't know what any of that is. Is it a spell? It doesn't say it's a spell. It just says, can summon a shadow to fight for him. Got our DC Intelligent 15 check to see him in shadowy conditions. Oh. Okay. Oh, so him sitting in that throne should have been harder to see. Okay. He's gonna rush out of the. He's gonna rush to the side to get into the shadows, so that he can't be seen, and get out of that cloud, so that he can start casting spells. So he kind of rushes out to the left, to his right, to get in the shadows. That's what he's gonna do. Clear himself of the cloud. That was him, and then who's up next? Tarloff? Yeah. So Tarloff, you're gonna do a little better with your little dagger show. He is still squared off with a guard. All right, I think he's gonna spend a little luck this time if he doesn't hit this guy. 14. That's a hit. That's a hit, bro. Good job. All right, let's roll this 4 points of damage. 2 points of damage. 2. Nice. All right. Okay. And Tasha, what you gonna do when they come for you? She's got a... Yeah. In desperation, she's going to burn a point of intelligence. Oops. She's going to attempt to cast Flaming Hands again. Oh wait, I rolled 2d10. I didn't do that last time. 2d10. For some reason, that's her mercurial effect. She rolls 2d10 instead of a 20-sided die. 12, 13, 14. All right, we have liftoff, people. She is casting Flaming Hands in desperation at the guy who's in her face. She's rolling a 14, which produces a blast of fire that... Okay, let's see how it manifests. It's always fun for me. 4. Skin blackens and peels away to reveal skeletal hands dripping lava. Whoa. burns a single target within range for 1d6 points of damage. So this some gross shit had just happened. So she points at him, her skin burns away, lava kind of gushes forth, doing 5. Yes, all right. 5 points of damage to this stupid courtier. All right, he burns. Oh, God, it hurts. Good. Somebody. That's good. All right, and then Standish, he's got his arrow knocked. He takes a shot at the same guy. The same fellow with his short bow. I hope he hits. Oh, he does hit. 16. Nice. We still... Right? Yep. 16. He's doing 1d6. Boom. Shlunk. The courtier falls dead. He's on fire, and now he's dead. Freeing Tasha up. Cool. That was everybody, folks. Top of the round, Naomi. She's cleared. She turns to see what's going on. Looks like Armstrong is really hurting bad. And he's got 3 guys on him. It doesn't make sense that she would lay on hands with him in the middle of being practically surrounded. She's going to charge in to take out one of the guards that came coughing out of the cloud. So she is attacking with her trident. 15 plus 1 is 16. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do gold die. Ooh, I like this gold die. D6. 3 points of damage. 3 points of damage. I want to do so much more. Huh. I don't want to spend the luck. So we'll see what happens. So she skewers this guy with her trident, but he's not dead. She takes a... Oh, she sticks him. But he's still got fight left in him. That was Naomi. And then Armstrong. He's not down, right? He gets stabbed, but he gets stabs. When he gets stabs, he we're gonna roll an intelligence check. Might as well. Oh, good. Yes, it works. All right, rolled an 18, which means as he's getting stabbed, he's contemplating his life choices. He sees the shadow of the prince move out of his cloud over to somewhere over there. And he can move his cloud. His choking cloud, he can move it. So he does. Let me just... The caster can direct the cloud by concentrating and moves up to 50 feet per round at his command. He's gonna... And the cloud moves over and follows the prince. And the prince can't get out of it. Sucker. So, prince is still in the cloud. That's our... Prince is still in the cloud. Yeah, sure is. Okay. That puts us at the courtiers. One is dead, I believe. She is flaming and shot in the face with an arrow. The other one doesn't have a sword. So he attacks with his fists on who? Oh, Jasper. Jasper, he's attacking. Ooh, he lands a punch on Jasper. Question is he going to do any damage whatsoever? It's basically a 1d4. That's actually less than a 1d4. We'll say he does 1 point of damage. He smacks Jasper in the face. He punches him. Sure. Yeah, that's 16. So now it's the guards. We have one guard who attacks Naomi because she just skewered him with her trident. 19. Crap, dude. Now that the choking cloud isn't on him, he's doing okay. But he only does 2 points of damage. Yeah. 2 points of damage. Okay. Then the other guard is attacking. He's got Armstrong skewered. He's going to try to finish Armstrong off. Well, let's see what happens. I'm not going to roll that one again. We'll roll this one. Here we go. 9. So he skewers and tries to go again. This time he tries to go like this, and the magic shield airs, blows it back, and he does not hit. And then we have another guard. What is that other guard doing? Let's see. 2 were in the mist, and they came running out. Oh, the other one's fighting Tarloff. All right. He attempts to slay this silly pirate-looking thiefy fellow. Rolls a 5, and he misses. Haha, sucker. And then we're on Atticus. All right, what are you doing, Atticus? I'm not so sure about these D16 rolls. I guess the point is, it works really well if he's burning luck while he does it. That's probably what it is. Yeah. That's how you want to use the halfling. He does the dual welding, D16. You're buffering it a little bit with his luck, so you're doing 2d6 of damage, which is pretty sweet. He's attacking the Jasper's going to take care of the courtier that just slapped him. But Atticus is charging in to try to help Armstrong. He's going to take the other guard off of him. We're going to roll 2d20, and just anything over 16 I reroll. Hot damn. Well, one of them hits. The other one does not. I'll take it. He does d6 points of damage. I'm going to roll one of these. Yeah, I'm going to roll this. Boo. Does 2 points of damage to him. Okay. Does Atticus. That's Jasper. Jasper's going to take this courtier out. 18. I think he is. Yeah, 1d8 plus 2. Oh, yeah. Okay. So he just basically cuts this guy in half. Dare slap me. Dead. That was Jasper. Now it is the prince. Prince takes 2 points of damage. And he's in the cloud again. He's going to look through the cloud, and he's going to, he says the elvish words again, pointing at Armstrong. Armstrong needs to make a will save, right? Will save? Yeah, will save. Of 13. His will is plus 2. 8, 9, 10. He trying to decide if I want to help him out. He only needs, it's 10. I don't know if, I'm wondering if fictionally, if we let this happen. Yeah, we might as well. Yes. Okay. So Armstrong feels nothing. The elf prince yells his words, points at him, and then starts yelling for a parlay. Wait, halt! I have cursed. I have cursed. And oh, he's choking. So he comes choking out of the cloud, yelling for the. Actually, we're gonna do that next round. He yells the curse. That happens. Armstrong failed his roll. He is now cursed. Okay. That was the prince. Then we have Tarloff, who's sick and tired of fighting this guy with his little dagger. Tarloff needs a better weapon. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get him a better weapon. He deserves it. But he does hit with that dagger, 1d4. So that's cool. 4? Hot damn. Look at you, man. 4. Stabs him good. He's not dead, but he stabs him good. And then Tasha. Let's see, Tasha. She's turning around and drawing a dagger. That's all she's doing for her turn. And then Standish is notched an arrow, and he's shooting an arrow at the guard that's on that side that's fighting. Yeah, he's going to help Tarloff out. 9. No pluses. He misses. Oh, he technically, we got to roll to see if he does any friendly fire. Oops, I got to roll one with the doubles on it. Where I know I had one around here somewhere. There you go. He hit Tarloff for 2 points of damage. Stunk. Ah, fuck. God. Ah. Top of the round. Naomi is going to finish this guard off. That's what she's about to do. She's about to finish. No. She stabs with her steely trident and misses. Boo. Armstrong. Armstrong, what are you doing, buddy? He moved the... since both guards have been taken off of him, Armstrong's going to fall back. He takes out his short bow and he turns. He's gonna try to pepper somebody. The courtiers are both dead, so that's good. The guards, there's a couple left, right? One's gonna attack. One's Tarloff misses. Wait. No, he doesn't. No, he just barely hits. Ooh, is Tarloff gonna go down? Uh-oh. Roll 1d6 plus 1. Scheisse. Tarloff goes down, crumples. One of the guards, there's a, oh, and he goes down. He's going to be bleeding out. Oh boy. That's one guard. The other guard is fighting Naomi. And he rolls a 15, which is not, no, it is enough because he's going to have +2. So that's 17, just barely enough. Just barely enough. And he's going to be doing 3 points of damage. No, 2 points of damage. So that's good. She's not hurt. I mean, she's hurt, but she's not dead or down. 4. All right. And then the other guard is still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. And it's Atticus that's fighting him. And he attempts to hit Atticus. 13. That is enough to hit Atticus. 4. Shit. 6, 7 points of damage. Wow. His sword bites deep into poor Atticus. It's not looking good for our heroes. Those were the guards. But now it's Atticus' turn. He returns the favor, striking wildly with his... Ooh. Oh no. This both sucks because it can't use either one of them. 5 is a miss. And that's a 9. 10. Yeah, okay. Thrown off by the mighty hit he just took, he misses both. Jasper steps in now to attempt to finish off this one that just attacked Atticus. 14. He hits and does 8. 7, 8. Yeah, he's dead. All right, he kills the one that just hurt Atticus. That's when the prince starts yelling, "Hold, hold! I have laid a mighty curse upon he," pointing at laid a mighty curse upon he, pointing at Armstrong. "Slay me, and he is doomed forever." This causes a brief pause. Okay, when Armstrong speaks, there's a beat, beat, beat. "Kill him," Armstrong says. And Jasper heads towards the prince. And we continue on. No, Armstrong doesn't say kill him. Armstrong says fuck him. That's a total Armstrong thing to do. Fuck him. Who was I? That was the prince. That was 9. 9. Tarloff. You need to kill this guard, dude. Oh no, Tarloff's down. Oh, the prince took another 2 points of damage, by the way, in the cloud. Tarloff's down, bro. That's not good. He needs to be healed like now. All right, next round. Naomi's gonna have to step up. How's Tarloff? Tasha freaked out. She took out her short bow, right? I was having her armor herself. She got her short bow out and she's moving back and taking aim at the guard that took down Tarloff. She's actually pretty good with a short bow. Oh. 7 on the fumble chart. You drop your weapon. So she's trying to get the short bow out and she ends up dropping it. Like a noob. Standish, however, has not dropped his and he takes aim. Remembers the name of his father. 19. He hits the guard that took Tarloff down for 1 point of damage. Well, he's gonna spend 2 of his remaining 4 luck. And just a little gleam of luck, that arrow buries deep. Oh, it hits the guard, but it's not in a place that's totally going to take him out. But the guard slips and falls, and that's what kills him. So he's dead. We have 1 guard left. That was Standish. Top of the round. Naomi turns to see Tarloff down. She rushes over, gets down on her knees, and prays to Pelagia to help Tarloff. She's still got to roll. Oh boy, I knew it too. 7, 8, 9 is not enough, but it isn't disapproval. Crap, dude. She needs 12. 7, 8, 9. She needs 3. This is the first time she's going to spend 3 luck. She's going to spend 3 luck to save Jasper. She's not Jasper. He rolls 1 die. He's adjacent. He rolls 1 die. 1. He's got 1 hit point. He's alive. He's got 1 hit point. He's taking a hit on stamina. We're gonna have to come up with a cool fictional reason for, not reason, but when you go down in Dungeon Crawl Classics, if you get re-healed, you lose a permanent point of stamina, and you have some, like, Naomi's throat's crushed. She can only whisper. He got hit hard. Let's say he's got a really vicious scar that goes down his shoulder and his chest. He's more of a scarred kind of thing. Maybe it's nothing you see cosmetically. His arm never feels the same again, but it's good and still strong, but his right arm. Okay, so that was that. Armstrong. Armstrong has pulled off his short bow. He's going to aim at the prince. '18. He hits the prince. Rolling a 5. Nice. Thunk. Prince gets hit. He yells out, "Wait, but you're doomed." Right. That was Armstrong. And now it's Cortez who are dead. We have one guard remaining who's trying desperately to save his prince. He realizes now that he's about to die. He's the one that was attacking no. He was the one attacking Naomi. Oh, he should have took a. He's gonna attack Naomi. Well, she's sitting out, and he fumbles. He fumbles. D8. 5. You trip and fall. So one guard down, tripped and fell. Atticus runs up to finish him off. He's on the ground, so Atticus actually rolls a d20. I'll let him roll d20s for both. What the fuck? The fuck? Come on, man. Atticus. D, F, D, F, D8. He fumbles. Your weapon is damaged. Boo. So one of his axes falls and it's damaged for the round. He's going to have to fix it later. And the other one did not hit. So he couldn't hit a person sitting on the ground. Jasper heads for the prince. And because the prince came out of the cloud thinking he could stop the battle, and he was in the choke, and not come out of the cloud, but he's on the edge of it. I'm going to say he's not hitting in the shadows anymore, and Jasper can see him. And Jasper comes walking up with a look of fury and vengeance in his face and judgment. Yes. We find that Jasper does the judgment look really well. Let's see if he can follow it up with a killer move. Nope. Of course not. He takes one mighty swing, and the prince falls kind of to his knees to dodge, because Prince isn't helpless, that's for sure. Okay. That was Jasper. Atticus. Guards. Tarloff is got 1 hit point. He's standing up, or attempting to. Oh no, it's the prince. The prince is going to attempt to cast Charm Spell in desperation on Jasper. And he does not make it. He's at -2. He's still in the cloud. I'm going to say it doesn't matter if he's in the cloud or not. He still failed. Well, no. He has +3. It's 14. If he's +2, it'd be 13. Well, actually, he might actually make it. Let's see. A single target must make a will save or be dazed for 1d4 rounds. Dazed target can move at half speed but can perform no other actions. Oh, wow. All right, so we'll do it. So to save his butt, Jasper, the prince, casts Charm Spell, and Jasper needs to make a will save of 10. So Jasper is dazed for 1d4 rounds. 4 rounds. Okay. All right. So all he can do is move. He's like, oh. Okay. So Tasha looks around, takes aim at the prince with her. Oh, she picks up her bow. and she's gonna attack 14. Tasha's plus plus 2 at the bow, so 16. That hits. That hits. Is it? We got some elf on elf killing action going on here. So fitting. I love it. Tasha picks up her bow, looks around to see what's going on. We got a guard laying on the ground. Everybody else is dead, the bodies. She looks across. She sees Jasper go. The elf says something to him, and he starts. Then she takes careful aim, thunk, deep into the prince's head, killing him. Okay, that was all pretty epic. They chose to kill him. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna quit here, and I'm gonna sum up kind of what happens next. Well, I'll do that now. Well, I want to think about it. I want to think about it a little bit. No, we can do it now. We do it. Everything they want, they've got. I'm wondering if they're gonna. We're not gonna have them fight their way out. They're gonna make them their way out of this. All right, they've killed him. After the dust is cleared, well, they find this out actually. When did they come in there? They came in here at dawn. That's when Armstrong and Jasper. When they leave is when they find that Armstrong was indeed cursed because the prince cursed him with Armstrong. I know Atticus tells him what it means, what the words meant. Because all right, so this is what happens when they exit the mound. Armstrong, when hit with sunlight, begins screaming out in pain, and they cover him up, and he's still screaming in pain. And they are cover him all the way up. And that was the only way he can stop. When he's completely covered and cannot see is the only time when he's not hurt. And they have to guide him back to Ing. And Atticus says when he heard the prince yell, it said something about the bane of light. And so the curse is that he cannot bear the sunlight. He's basically a vampire. He doesn't feed on blood or anything. He just can't deal with sunlight, even indirect sunlight. That's hitting him. Will do 1 point of damage per turn. He does 1d4 points of damage every round he's exposed to direct sunlight. So he's basically a vampire. He's gonna have to live like one. We're gonna roll a Tasha. Oh, she fails, but you know what? She's gonna read that book that he gives her, and she'll be able to do it. But they will find out that it can be removed. This curse could have been removed by the prince, but also could be removed by the king or queen of Elfland or a very powerful cleric that they'll have to find. But for now, going forward in the story, Armstrong is cursed and can only really act at night, which means the rest of the team is only going to act at night because they all feel pretty responsible for this thing happening. Although Armstrong even admits that maybe they shouldn't have killed the prince. But it does stop the stuff that's going on with Ing for now. The village of Ing, the fairy mound, they go back to the village and let the village elders know what happened. Everyone's very happy. I'm going to do some thinking and come back next week with an idea of what might have transpired after the fairy mount, between this and whatever their next adventure is going to be. But that's where we're going to end it. They killed the prince. There is another module this is going to be like a series, a little bit of a series. I think there's going to be another one that brings the characters into Elfland. So I'm looking forward to maybe when that comes out, being able to work this party in if that's still going on. So that'd be cool. Check out this module if you get a chance, because there's a lot of other stuff that we didn't cover in this, that are some cool little things that go on inside the mound and elsewhere. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, this was awesome. It's awesome. So we got Armstrong's cursed forever, it seems. Tarloff went down. He's now got a really nasty, huge scar across him. Let's see what else. This whole adventure like really affected everybody. Naomi can only whisper. We're going to see how that plays out with her being leader. Is she going to remain leader, or is this weakness too much? I think she might remain leader because Tarloff and Atticus are big Naomi fans, and so is Jasper. Really, everybody's a Naomi fan. Tasha has this new book. Okay, does she agree to trade her grimoire for this book that Armstrong has? And if she does, what do they learn from that book? It might be it's going to be interesting. So we're going to figure that stuff out later, the next week. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Viva la dungeon! And now I stop.